So I look after the Leadership Fund for Horticulture Innovation, and the first thing that we were asked to speak about today is the driver. What was the problem? So why did Hort Innovation establish the Leadership Fund, and what's its purpose? And I've just got some stats up there on the screen, and it really does touch on some of the points that were made earlier today about an ageing workforce. We don't have statistics on the average age in horticulture, but the government does collect statistics on the agricultural age. And if you just compare agriculture to other industries in Australia, the average age in ag is 53. Across other sectors, it's an average age of 30. 20 years industry experience, that tells us people are staying in their jobs a long time. They're not necessarily moving as fast as they may in other industries. Ag has a very, very high percentage of males compared to other industries. Female participation is higher in other industries than it is in ag, which Hort being a subsector. So what does it tell us? These stats actually tell us that we need to attract more people. We need to attract the best and the brightest new people to take over from the current generation of growers. Our response to the issue of ageing, attracting new people, was to establish a leadership fund. And up on the screen is the strategy that governs our leadership fund. And what we're doing is my role is to work with industry to see where are the actual gaps. Well, what do you need in terms of leadership programs and offerings? And then to work with co-investors and bring funding into the organisation so that we can fund those programs. And the programs that we're funding and supporting are cross-industry. So we're bringing together people from different sectors of horticulture for either existing or we'll create a new program or an existing leadership style program that's out there. So in terms of the response, so our leadership fund was established 12 months ago, and in the past 12 months we've invested $9 million in a range of projects to build leadership and training and capacity across horticulture. So up on the screen there I've just got some snapshots of the current programs that we're running. I mentioned before about women, low participation rates of women in the industry. So we've partnered with an organisation called Women in Leadership Australia. They run leadership programs for women. They've got a range of programs for women depending on what level they're at, whether they're entry-level career, mid-level career, or that senior level. And this was our first year of offering this. So we've got 10 scholarships for women who are entry-level to participate in a 4-month leadership program, 5 scholarships for women who are mid-level and 5 scholarships for women who are at a senior level. The other programs that we've got running that are all starting to roll out this year, we've got 3 scholarships to the Churchill Fellowship, and I don't know, does anybody, put your hands up if you know about Churchill? Yeah, okay, so it's what the Churchill program does, a person nominates a research topic, and it's got to be an idea, something that you can't possibly learn or investigate in Australia. And it might be, I want to know something about packing technology. Israel is the absolute leader, and I know that if I go to Israel and I meet this person, I can bring that knowledge back to Australia. So you've got to have a very specific research question, and then it provides the funding for you to travel internationally to learn those skills and bring them back here to Australia and then disseminate them amongst other growers. We've also got a program, a Masterclass in Horticultural Business, which I was chatting with before, and that's really, the aim of this program, this was created from the ground up. This program didn't exist. We had nothing in the horticultural landscape, whereas these other programs did exist, so we partnered with them. But the program is really about, we heard from a lot of growers saying, look, I know how to grow, I know exactly what to do, what I don't know is how to really manage a successful business. So I need those hardcore business skills. I need to know about governance and risk and supply chains and marketing, innovation. So that's what that program aims to achieve, and it's a 10-month program, mostly online, 3 face-to-face components where people come together and learn from each other. And then we have a program which is about PhD level research. We've got, at the moment in the sector, we've got a situation where a lot of our researchers have also been here. We're not attracting new researchers into horticulture. So the research program, the PhD program, offers a scholarship to PhD students who will study a blue sky, a cross-sectoral issue. In terms of the impact of the Leadership Fund, we've done some statistical analysis. By 2020, we're just in the current programs that we're investing in, and the Leadership Fund will keep growing, but if we were just to stop right now, by 2020 we would have 387 new people coming into the industry, or people who are currently working in the industry learning new skills. One of the other programs that I just forgot to mention just quickly was the Attracting New Entrants. That's a program. What we do is we offer a scholarship to a final year university student from any discipline, because we know horticulture needs people from marketing, we need engineers. So they offer a final year scholarship, an $8,000, I suppose, something to entice people. That final year student does an internship with a horticultural business working on a project of interest to the horticultural business. If the hort business likes the person, the next stage is we'll co-invest in their salary in a 5-day leadership program in the next year. And what I was mentioning before to some of the people in the room, the apple and pear industry has just agreed to commit some levy funds so that it will cost less for individual businesses to participate in this scholarship. And we've also got the vegetable industry who's committed levy funds, and we've got the nursery industry. So the general cost of that is borne by the employer and by Hort Innovation. But with those levy funds, it reduces the business contribution. And back to the 387 new leaders, and hopefully more as we get more and more leadership projects off the ground. And the lessons here is that it's really about getting involved. Horticulture Innovation is constantly trying to work with different groups of people, and we're looking for where are the gaps, where can we support industry, and whether that might be through creating a new program that doesn't exist, or looking for a partnership, say with Women in Leadership Australia or Churchill, things that do exist, and bringing them into the landscape so that they're available for growers.